Hi everyone, I'm coming on to do a tutorial and it is using the Birdcage Favour box by Sizzix, and it was designed by Tutera, who is actually a wedding dress designer, and he branched out into some wedding stationery in collaboration with Sizzix. So this is one of them, and I have been asked to do wedding invitations for a family member. And I seen this die and I thought, I'm going to get that. And I'm really pleased I did, because it doesn't scream wedding. I mean, you've got like the floral filigree on the side, but I think with changing colour, adding in a different label, different colour of ribbon, it could be for any occasion. So I have went for a baby style theme today. This is actually the last one I'm running through just now. I've cut the other three. What I would say is it is very, very detailed, and it doesn't make the easiest to cut out. I mean, that's been run through twice, and you can see there is still some little bits there that need cut. I'm just going to put this light on overhead, just give it a second to, there we go. So you can see there's still a few bits there that need to come out. So what I'm going to do is just change the position of it so it hits the rollers in a different way, and I'll run it through again. I do have the precision base plate, and I did use that earlier today, but if I'm honest, I didn't find it that much a difference, and if I'm honest, I think it might be my Big Shot. It's a few years old now, and I think the rollers might just be a bit tired and a bit loose. So I think I might need to think about a new Big Shot. But there you can see it's cut out perfectly now. Okay, focus, there you are. So it's all cut out. So I'm just going to pop it out the die. Okay. And you can see there's just a few wee bits down here. I just poke my X-Acto knife in. You can use a pokey tool, or if you don't have one of them, even a fine pin or pencil would be fine. Okay, so I've took that out. I'm just going to clean the rest out my die. That'll just take me a wee second, just bear with me. But as I said, I've been asked to do some wedding stationery, and while I was doing that, I thought I'm just going to get them. They'll come in handy. As I said, dies are an investment because they're never going to break, and as long as you take care of your dies, they will last a lifetime. Alright, so there we go, and that's it cleared out. Right, where did I put it? Don't know what I done with it. It might be at the back there. Oh, it's here. Right, so I'm going to cut out. It also comes with two little tags. Put that in there, and I'm going to cut the base one out in blue, and the top part, if I can fit it on, I'll cut in pink. Yep, that's it, fine. There we go. Waste not, want not. Using up my scraps. So I'll move that over to the side so that I'm not wasting. These shouldn't need too many runs throughs. I think the wee scallop circle might need a second run through, but we'll see. That one's cut. No, it doesn't even need that. Perfect. As I said, it just, the main shaped one is very, very detailed. Right, so let me just clear up my area a wee bit and bring back in all the bits. There's my foam. La 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 la. Can't find anything for looking for it. Oh, I don't know where to put it. Oh, it's there. See? Told you I can't find anything for looking. Let's set that there. Right, so pop that out. Just need to be careful I don't pop my knife right through it. There we go. Perfect. I'll just take those two wee bits out. Then we'll pop this out. Perfect. And I'm just going to take those wee bits out. There we go. So that will layer up like that. Then we just need to take all this out. Oh, these are, I think this paper's actually pretty pants, if I'm honest. It wasn't the greatest quality of paper I was using. When I'd done it this morning, I was using, what do you call it? Pearlized cardstock, so it was quite coated. But this one isn't that great. So I'm just trying to pop that out, and going over it with that brush has actually burst a few of the sections, because the brush is actually quite hardy. So I'm going to just come onto my glass cutting mat, because there's a few here that need a little bit of persuasion to come out. Yeah, I think it's my cardstock, but I'm going to crack on and just show you what it would do. Hopefully, I'll just try and be a bit more careful when I'm taking this out. It's not as rough. Should pop out as well, because it actually isn't that bad. There's just a few wee bits that are plain funny beggars. But if you actually do it on a decent cardstock, it came out perfectly, and I'll show you my sample close up in a second. As I said, this isn't the best cardstock. I actually bought quite a lot of this though, so I thought, oh, I'll try it. But I think this will be for matting and layering cards, if I'm honest, so that it's not a major issue. Because I think I would get peeved off doing this. As I said, it's not difficult, it's just annoying. But I've been in my bed most of today. I've been really sore. I've had my gloves on my hands because they've been playing up as well. Oh, itchy nose. Ian actually hired someone the other day to come in and give a hand in the house, just with like the heavier duty cleaning, because I'm not able to do it now, and with Jordan being away at the moment, it's been going downhill, and Ian works silly hours in the summertime, so I had to admit defeat and allow it. So she started today. So just need to wait and see how things go. She's been told it'll just be kind of a week-to-week basis till we know what's happening with Jordan. And then we'll see where it goes, and that way if there's any problems we're not tied into a contract of any description. Yep, definitely cardstock. I just don't like this stuff. But I'm at and layer only cardstock from now on. But you live and learn, eh? I'm just coming over the top of some of these parts here. Right. As I said, it's not the best because of this cardstock. I apologise for that. But don't judge the dye on the cardstock. I'm just going to take some of that fluff off the back because it'll help the front look a bit brighter. Oh, here goes with this one. Hopefully this will come out a bit better. Maybe try running over the back. Now there's a few bits in this as well. It's annoying. But never mind. As I said, we live and learn, eh? Otherwise, this weekend I have just been making some cards using my new Stampin' Up supplies. I think I've used all of them now to make some sort of card. There's a few standouts that I absolutely love, and there's a few that I'm still a bit not sure, but I'm sure over time that will change. The mermaid one I absolutely love, and I love the dies for the swirly scribbles or scribbly swirls. I really like that. I'm just going over this gently. I'm not really digging in as much as I normally do. But as I said, there's so much in that new catalogue that I absolutely loved. And I just couldn't help myself really. I just wanted to get everything. And while I had a bit of money to do it, I thought, go ahead. Because it's one of those things, I don't go out and about daily shopping, you know yourself, if you're out even just grabbing bread and milk, you pick up magazines or a bar of chocolate. Well, I don't do that, so this is my little treat time. And as I said, they really are an investment. Because I had got quite a lot of dyes this time as well. And as I said earlier, dyes are one thing that will last. I'm saying a lifetime, they'll last forever. As long as you look after them properly. And mine's are all in plastic sheeting. They're either in blank CD cases, just sleeves sitting beside me on my desk, or they're in a DVD case, zip up case for me to store my dyes, so that I can just kind of thumb through them. I'm actually going to need to try and sort them out over the next few weeks though, because I'm going to try and, well, once Jordan's out and back home, I'm going to get my craft room sorted properly and get rid of a lot of my old stuff, a lot of card toppers and older sentiment things that I don't use anymore. And as I said, this is cheap quality cardstock, so there's a bit of peeling on the back of this, etc. But as I said, that's not the dye's fault, this is the cardstock. I'm just trying to take the worst of it off so that when the dye's built up, it doesn't look too bad. Come on. And as I said, because my hands are rubbish today, it doesn't make it any easier. Come on, you. I'll do it. Right. Oh, just tip all that on there. Oops. And dump that in the back. And that's it cleaned up basically. A wee shake in the bag and it's done. Right. So, got my 3 bits there. Put them back in the folder so I don't lose them. But as I said, that's how I store them on my side of my desk. And they're just handy for me to have nearby. Right, get rid of that. Don't need that, don't need that. There's all that yuck. There is score lines on these, okay? If I just show that up, you see there's a score line here, score line here, score line here, and then you've got 2 at the sides here, going up in a diagonal. So I'm going to go ahead and score all them. Okay, and I've got my bone folder here. So I'm just scoring all them in. Oops, there is there. it's a bit fiddly, especially with my hands. What I would say is if you have dexterity problems, don't get this dye. It is absolutely stunning, but it's not the easiest to work with. And I mean, I do struggle with it. Right, that's that one made up. Take the next one. So we'll just fold up there. Burnish. And what I actually done with the Peril cardstock, because that was actually really hard to score, is I actually went over the score lines with an embossing tool. And I'll actually show you that in a minute, because it might actually make it a bit easier for you. Right, I'll show you on this one here. So I took my embossing tool, I took my metal ruler, and basically just went over where my score lines were and just emphasised them. And it just meant when I was actually folding, it folded a lot easier. This one actually isn't too bad considering, but the paralysed cardstock was very difficult. So as I said, I would definitely work on the score lines before you start folding, if you have got problems with your hands. If you're obviously doing only just one or two, then you'll be fine. Or if you've got a long time to make them, if you're a few months in advance, then fair enough, you only need to do maybe one or two a day. But I think if you're doing a lot, it would be a problem. My idea is to cut them all for the bride, because obviously she doesn't have a cutting machine, and then I will give her one of my old bone folders and she can assemble them herself. That way she's only buying the cardstock really. So let's get putting them together now. So for this one, as I said, it's baby shower, and for this one I'm making it up as we're not sure if it's a boy or a girl. So it's before the baby's born and they haven't found out what sex the baby is yet, which is why I'm doing pink and blue. Okay. So you just line these up. And they're not difficult. Like that. Bring the next one in, which is blue again. Put a wee bit of glue down the pink here. And I'm just using wet glue. You could use double-sided tape. You could use tear tape. You could use your snail. In fact, no, you couldn't use snail. It's fused for this one. Just about anything you could use for it. And then our last one is going that way. So another wee bit of glue on the blue here. And just overlap that there. Line it up. Just give it a wee burnish over that. Then I'm going to fold it over. Fold in my pink edge here again. Come on, that's it. add a little bit of glue there. I'm just trying to make sure that this is kind of level. That's fine. Just going to burnish over it a bit. Make sure it's stuck down well. Okay. Then you've got this. Now, the instructions tell you to hook those two up, then hook those two up. Alright? And that's your box closed. Come on, you're playing funny beggars. That's it. And that's it closed. Okay? I personally don't like it. It sits in a funny angle because it's just hooked in. So, for me personally, I would add wet glue. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to add a little bit under here. A little bit under here. And I'm going to go inside and hold it so that it's stuck down properly. Like that. Then I am going to come under here and put wet glue. Okay. And then fold them over and as a wee cross, and then press that down. And then I'll go in with my bone folder and just make sure that's down nice and flat. Okay, just like that. Now that is just peeking up a wee bit, so I'm just actually going to add another wee bit of wet glue under there just to keep it down flat. And I'm just going to go back in and just give it a wee wiggle. Like that. Okay, and you'll find it sits flat now. There's no wibble wobbling around. So for the top part, to tie this up, now if you are putting in potpourri or sweeties, then what I would suggest is just wet glue on these sides here. Okay, just take your two edges, a wee bit of wet glue, and close them over and just hold it, and do that all the way around, and it seals the box closed. If you are using a small candle, like a luminary, what I would suggest is what I will show you now. So I am going to grab a little bit of ribbon. Let me see if I've got any sitting out. I don't, so I need to pick up a little bit. Let me see what I've got here. Find something that will match what I've got out. That's gold, that's not going to match. That's fine, we'll get a wee bit of white. Oh, took some green as well, never mind. Right, so I've got a bit of white ribbon here, just satin. I am just going to trim the edge off into a point so that I can thread it through a bit better. And what you'll see here is up at the top here, there's little slots. So what you're doing is slotting these through. So you just fold this over and make it a little easier, hopefully. In fact, what I'll do, I've got a little tool here. I don't know if that will go right through, but we'll try. It's just a little ribbon threader that I bought, oh, long time ago. But the idea is that you position your ribbon in there, fold it over, and then you just thread it through. Yeah, it goes through fine. Perfect. So you just thread that in and out. I don't think my hands could have handled anything awkward today. Just going to straighten that little bit of ribbon because it's got a wee kink in it there. That's it. Straighten up this one. That's it. Push it through there. And what I'll do is actually just switch that on quickly. If I can remember how. There we are. Oops. Don't even know how much life is left in that, so we might need to be quick. Push that through there. Oops. Wee kink in that. Push it through there. And then lastly through that one there. Take off my little ribbon threader. Then you just pull to bring them all together. Like that. And then tie a little bow. Now I am absolutely woeful at bows, so excuse me if my bow looks a bit deformed. I'll actually snip that bit off there. But you'll get the idea, hopefully. And as I said, my hands are pants today, so that doesn't help matters. Pull that in a wee bit more. There we go. Take that off there, take that off there. And as I said, if you were using this as a luminary for tables or whatever, I'll actually put that light out so you can see it a little better. It just looks cute. And as I said, you've got the pink on the other side. But as I said, that's just personal preference. That'll sort out in a second. Right, and then I am going to just add the little label. So I'm just going to turn that battery off because it is ready to die. I checked it this morning and it's a bit fainter than I would have liked. But I don't know where the rest of my candles are at the minute. So let me just tie that back up. But as I said, you could put potpourri in them. You could, if you were doing a personalised candle or something, or even if you're not doing it personalised, you could put a votive candle in it and then have your bride and groom's name on the front as your favours. That would be a nice wee gesture. So then we've got these little labels, so I'm just going to mount these up, turn it over, place that on roughly centred like that. Get a little dimensional, and these are the mini dimensionals, which are cute. Oops, sliding right off. Just take it back and off. Position that just under the bow. And you've got your little Favour box. As I said, this took me forever because my hands are playing up and the cardstock is pants. But, I mean, if I show you this, I mean, you'll see here, for instance, this is torn slightly here where I was rubbing with the brush. But you can see here, close up, that there isn't even a flaw on that filigree. Not even one. It is absolutely perfect the whole way around. As I said, it did take a few passes in the big shot, I won't lie. But as I said, I think that is down to my big shot being of its age it is. I think the rollers are a bit tired and I need a bigger shim. But I think these are lovely. I got that for, let me see. I'm just going to tuck my address back. But you can see there, that's the name of it. If it'll focus. Come on, focus. There we are. And that was the price, $11.99, and it's free delivery. Okay. I did order stickles as well. It's one of the colours I don't have, which is sea glass, which is beautiful. And an American Decor chalk finish paint, which is in Timeless, which is a beige colour. I really like the chalky finish. I do have another one of the Americana Decor, can't remember, I think it might be lace I bought. And this is the sea glass, which is beautiful. And if you were wanting to add a wee bit of sparkle, you could easily just, let me just see if I can pull some of this up. And just, you can see there the little bit of sparkle that's on it. It's just beautiful. And as I said, the colour is unreal. I'll put it on the white so you can see it. Yeah. It's like an aqua. But it's just super sparkly. I absolutely love it. So it was a must-have for me. I do have a lot of stickles, I won't lie. I'm a bit of a stickles addict. But that colour is just beautiful and I will use it a lot. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I do hope you have a wee look. They aren't all over the internet yet. There is only a few stores in the UK that have them. Country View Crafts was the cheapest I found with free delivery. There's some places that are looking for £12 and £13 for the dye, plus your shipping on top of it. So you're talking about the £15 mark. And I didn't wait long for it. I ordered that Saturday. Today's now Monday and it's been delivered. So you can't complain at that. So I hope you've enjoyed it. And as I said, if you've any questions about the dye, feel free to message me and I will answer it if I can. But it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.